I think I'm managing to change it. Hashem will help that just the fact that we learn together, that's going to bring bracha v'atzlacha b'kol and yom guilty sofi. From who is, well, wherever the Rebbe is there, then hakol, nasi hu hakol, everything is there. There's one other Chaim guys. You all have a friend of him based on the human tongue.
No, not for you.
You see it? Not so much. Yes, too much.
Try not to leave before.
Yeah, so when it's possible to bring
Right, you're here. You're not going out that door. We go for the old-fashioned stuff. Bottoms up.
Give over. Too deep to give over. Voice in the red. What was the last secret? Someone's catching. What was the last secret he said? You hear it, but people have to give over. That he was always going to do it. Why did he stay there? Well, that's what. Why did the other Gedolim said leave Russia? What are you doing in Russia? So why did he stay?
The two things the Babija has. He has a connection to the Rebbe, and yet he has to do with Koich Atzmo.
So,
I think here it's like having the whole capella. I'm Rabbi Gafne's capella.
to size up the whole thing and bring it all together. It's already not early. We've got to think about guys that got to get back. Some of them didn't have mine yet. It's only 11 o'clock. So we find a very amazing Indian, which is also Nogia very much to the Koyach Alabavich and the whole Indian of YUD BEIS TAMMUZ. So we find that the Indian from Bilom and Pasha Bilom and the whole Maskona Benegia Bilom, it mentioned the Mufurish in the Mishnah Perki Ovid, in Perik Hay. What we chazed just recently, right now we're holding on repeating the Mishnahs again, of in Perik Hay, right near the end of the Perik. The Perik starts off with the Pirkei Avos begins with an amazing sort of question. It says, Ma bein Talmido shel Avram Avinu la Talmido shel Bilam Arosha. Or maybe the other way around, Talmido shel Bilam Arosha, but Talmido shel Avram Avinu. And it starts saying that the Talmido shel Bilam Arosha, they have all of his mitzvahs. They have a Nefesh Rechova, they have a Ruach Kavoya, and they have all the Yinyanim that Bilam Arosha, would have been much better had he not have. And then it says, and the Talmido shel Avram Avinu, so they're called Shvei Ruach, and they're Nemuchei Ruach, and they're this and that, and Talmido shel Bilam Arosha, Noichlim, they call it Roshim Beilam Azev, and Noichlim is Be'er Shachas, or Gehinnom, Epsadar Roshim, Shenema, in the Bode B'Sholim, which we sang before, Anshi Domim O Milma, Lo Yetu Yemeim, Anshi, what's the Roshim there? Yerdu Be'er Shachas, Lo Yetu Yemeim, V'chulu, bringt dat dem Pasik, and then Beneger Avram Avinu, that the Anshi Talmido, shel Avram Avinu, Neichlim Beilam Azev, and Neichlim to Elam Haba. That can't be Divrei Mishnah. So the Pele Aki Godel, what everybody asks, the Mishnah should have said, what's the difference between Bilam and Avram Avinu? What does to say between Talmido shel Avram Avinu or Talmido shel Bilam and Talmido shel Avram Avinu? That's l'chayr miyuta. He could have just said, what's the chilek between the two of them? So some of the great Meforshim say, and it's also brought down in the Biran of the Rebbe on Pirkei Avos, that the whole Indian is that Wu Zetman, what a mensch was really all about, what he was trying to bring into the world. What was he really, aiming for? What was the ultimate effect on the world of Pliny ben Pliny? Then you have to look to see if he had Talmudim, and if he had Talmudim, what are they like? And then you'll know what he was like. In other words, you have to go around the corner. If you want to really know what his story was all about, then you've got to go, first of all, to the Talmudim. Then you can know what he was all about. Bilam was a Kamavu, Pasha. Bilam was all those in Yomis, the Nefesh Rechova and the Ruach Kavoya, and he was a Shreklach Balgaiva, and he was a Rosh Marusha, Metalik Utazach. I just say that was Bilam. And Avraham Avinu was able from them. Yeah, so you just say that Avraham Avinu was able. No, but that's not the proof of Avraham Avinu, or when I say it's not the proof, it's not the real message. What was Avraham Avinu really like when he got to the world? It's not the real message. The real message is Tavkif and Talmidov shel Avraham Avinu, or Talmidu shel Bilam. Because they're the Hemshech, and they bring into the Hemshech Kol HaDeivas V'Ha'olam what this guy was all about. What was the aim for him? What was his whole aim? Was from them, Zetman, that a mensch, Midas Achsidas, but that's what Pirkei is about, Befrat, according to the Rebbe, and all the Rebbeim. That's one of the famous diuk from the Alter Rebbe, that the Gemara says, in Masechta Yuma, the Gemara says, Habor l'tayhem Messiahim, they say. If you come to make yourself pure, then they help you from heaven. Also a big deal in that, it was written Lashon Rabbi, Messiahin, or what HaKadosh Baruch Hu always should have been written, why Messiahin or Lashon Rabbi. Anyway, that's a separate question. Well, suffice it to say that, I've forgotten the point, what was I talking about? If you want to know, sof kol sof, what was the shleimus ha'pa'ula of Pliny ben Pliny, then you have to look at what came out of him, derech these, what they got hashpah from. And therefore, the Rebbe said on many occasions that if somebody wants to be a chosid, and somebody wants to be a makabel from the Rebbeim, and he wants to be able to, how do you call it, put his head on the pillow at night time and feel that he acted like a chosid of that Rebbe should act, then he has to know that he has to have Talmidim. He has to know that he has to be a Bal Hashpah, and that Hashpah has to reach others, and he has to have Talmidim. Now, it doesn't mean to say he has to open a yeshiva and he has to run around teaching tens and tens of Talmidim. But what it means is that his Hashpah is going to go to somebody outside him, and it's got to embody itself inside that person that was makabel from him. And then, if it stands in a good oifen, and it's poyel toyelis, amiti is going to get to the message of the Eibishter to the world, then we know that his whole, whatever he achieved was a real thing. Otherwise, we don't really know anything. The Rebbe said that you learned Aleph, let's say you learned Aleph, or you learned Beis, or you learned Aleph Beis, then you have to make sure that you have a Talmud that he knows Aleph Beis. What about Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin? We'll worry about that some other time. But you got to learn Aleph and Beis, then you got to make sure that somebody else also knows about Aleph and Beis. You got to be mashpia of a further person that he should also know and kochen sich in Aleph and Beis. Ich sage ja, you kochst. Aber mir lefise kommt euch that the whole purpose of the close existence and the chaim of a person of Pnei Adom is that he has to have a makabel. He has to have somebody that receives from him, and he's got to make sure that he passes on what he got, not just to his own kids. Yeah, that's zichar. He's got to pass it on to somebody outside himself. And it's got to embody itself in something in the koach hazulas shekilu levad mimena. And that's the whole Indian of Chotzes Hayad, the whole Indian of the amazing story of the Rebbeim, which reached its whole consummation in the Rebbe Melech Mashiach, that there has to be the Indian from Mashpiyim. It has to be Mashpiyim and people. What they're in is to make sure that others get the message, and those others will make others. In other words, if you teach Talmudim not in order to make other Talmudim out of those Talmudim that you're teaching, then that's not the Tashlis Opis. Therefore, the Mishnah, you darf ask, Ma bein Talmudim shel Avraham Avinu or Talmudim shel Bilam Rosh. The ganze, it is a weirdest the Ashpur. How did it to Zachon? How did it reach the lives of people should be chutz mimena? That's what Baruch Hashem